What up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talk. And today is November 14, 2022. In case you didn't know, now you know. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Black Panther 2, better known as Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So, I have some thoughts, I have some things that I want to talk about with you guys. I kind of wrote down something the other day. This is what I wrote. So I saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever last night, and I do have some thoughts about the film. One thing I will start off by saying is that I think Marvel, Ryan Coogler, and Kevin Feige did their best job that they could with all the obstacles they faced during filming of this film. Losing their main actor, losing their main character does hurt the film, does hurt the sequel. Moving forward, Chadwick Boseman's presence was missed. Also, the delay from filming due to cast injuries, COVID-19 protocols, even with the return of most of their main characters back for the first film from the first film, you can still feel something was missing. There were two new characters introduced, like Namor, Ironheart. One I found very interesting and cool. The other one I didn't really care too much for by the end of the film. And then I just went off to say later on I'm going to give you my full review on my YouTube channel. So pretty much breaking down what I wrote on here, I just want to say that I want to give a round of applause to Kevin Feige, Ryan Coogler, who's been coming lately one of my favorite directors, especially what he did with the first Black Panther and also with the Rocky franchise. Because of those who don't know, I am a big Rocky fan, and he's the guy who gave us Creed, and he also directed Creed 2, and he won't be doing the third one because Michael B. Jordan will be directing that movie. But that's a topic for a different video for a different day. So Ryan Coogler, man, he had a lot on his plate, because no one, and I mean no one, really knew the condition that Chadwick Boseman was facing until it was over. We all found out all together, I think, with his passing that he was gone, and not many people were aware that he was sick or had an illness. So that kind of made him just you know, impressed everybody that he kept something to himself. And I think it's pretty amazing the fact that he was famous and becoming one of the bright future actors with a long career ahead of him. And I think everybody believed that. And I think we've seen that throughout the films that he left behind, that it was just the beginning for him. So I'm glad that we get to have this character introduced in Captain America Civil War. We had him in that movie. We got to see him in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. So I'm kind of happy for that. And then in his own self-titled Black Panther movie. And then he did, I believe it was the Jackie Robinson movie, 42. And it just sucks, man, that what happened. The other thing that I will say, as far as the character T'Challa, he really did a great job. He nailed it out of the park. He made me care for the character, made me believe in the character, which that's what you want as an audience who goes to see a film. Want to believe that these characters are playing those people and are in that situation. That's what makes a movie great. When you feel like what's happening is really happening, even though these are actors. Yeah, I gotta say, the things that I loved about the sequel, the visual, like some of the scenes in here are incredibly are incredible. The way they shot them I like the world of Wakanda, the way the culture it is. I love it. I think the villain, Namor, um, I think he did a great job. I agree with somebody who made a statement that Black Panther has had the best Marvel villains, with Killmonger and now Namor. We got introduced to Ironheart, who happens to be someone who's going to be smart, who is smart, but it's supposed to be like another person who's very smart in the MCU, and it's going to be doing or building and filling the Iron Man mantle, I guess you can say, because this girl builds a suit kind of like Tony Stark and has her own Iron Heart armors, I believe. I don't really know too much about this character or the history or the comics, but I do know that she has a show coming out on Disney Plus, and I believe it comes out next year, the year 2023. So we'll look forward to that. Her take in the character. I think Marvel does a really good job of introducing characters, and then because they introduced that character, American Chavez, on Doctor Strange too, and I really liked her. I think I liked her introduction and the girl who's portraying her in that movie, better than the connection that I had with the Ironheart girl. And then with the cast members that came back for this film, um, I'm happy that they brought a lot of people back. Um, Nakia, Lupita, um, Umbaku, Koye, Shuri. I think they all did a great job. Ramona, who plays the Queen of Wakanda, wow, her acting, her talents in this movie just definitely Oscar buzz, definitely deserve it. Like some of those scenes, some of those damn tough scenes that she did. She's been around for a very long time, and her talent as an actress, wow, like once again, top tier. The story with Shuri, you know, me personally, I like Shuri as the sister, the Brainiac sister, um, the one that comes out with ideas, the backup plans, the strategy. I like her in that role. I'm not sure how I feel about her being, spoiler alert, the new Black Panther, but that's what Marvel decided to go with. Just because she doesn't really have any fighting skills, and I just don't know how we can see her play the lead. Maybe in this film, like the way they did it, it was done. If it's one and done, cool. But if we're gonna build a trilogy with her character as the new Black Panther, I just don't see it, because you have characters like a lot of villains out there, and I feel like a lot of villains will easily take out Shuri. Um, but she can maybe outsmart them or somehow find her way and do it in her way, like she did in this film. Koye, the story, the arc that she had in this film, the obstacles that she faced in this movie was wow. They did a good job with her character. Mbako, he's always cool, always funny to watch, always like him. I like him as a leader, and I believe that he should be Black Panther just because I like him. I see him, now in two movies where I really like his character, and I feel like he deserves to be a king and maybe a Black Panther. Spoiler, we did have Michael B. Jordan return. I did not see that coming. I was kind of hoping we would see T'Challa somewhere, but we didn't. We got a couple backflashes, but overall, I think they did a good job of doing what they can with this film, with all the obstacles they face. Like I said, Ramona, the Queen, she deserves her flowers. And if she wins an Oscar for this, I can totally agree, and I would definitely not disagree with that choice. Shuri, we'll see what happens with her as her being the new Black Panther, but I don't like it. Nakia, Koi, Okeo, Umbaku, all these people. I would love to see them again in Black Panther 3. Hopefully there is a Black Panther 3. But overall, the presence of Chadwick was still missing. During my time watching this film, I kept waiting for it to pick up. Like I felt like, oh, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up, and I could have swore I felt that whole way in watching this movie. Like I was waiting for things to build up, pick up, and something exciting to happen. I thought the fighting scene in the middle was phenomenal. The battle scene at the end wasn't really feeling it, but it is what it is. Sorry, I'm tired. I've been with my daughter all day and, didn't really get a good night's sleep, but I wanted to do a video and put my little review of what I think about Black Panther 2. And hopefully you guys made it to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check it out if you guys. Do I recommend it for you guys to check it out? Yeah, I would recommend it, because if you like Chadwick, if you like these characters, I feel like some of you guys will enjoy moments in this film. Overall, I like it. I'm just like in the middle. It's not the best Marvel movie, but it's not the worst. But it's worth a watch. There's not really much out there anyways. The next thing I'm looking forward to is the new Avatar movie, the sequel to a 10-year movie that came out a long time ago. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we get it back to Panther 3. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with Avenger 5 and 6. And what they decide to do with Black Panther after this. I know towards the end they introduced that T'Challa did have a kid and his name is T'Challa. Spoiler, but if you're watching this video, you're probably not going to go watch the movie. Unless you really do want to go watch the movie. Well, you should have watched it before you watched this video. I see myself like wanting to know things about films to get me excited, but then I find myself finding spoilers. So you should know better by now anyways. It's not the first year the internet or social media has been out there. So with that said, I'm going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have a great day. Wakanda forever.